I would tie the dog eye on the daily, and I thought I would do a quick little webisode slash vlog slash podcast here from work. I got a question, and it's a type of question I get a lot, so I figured I'd just do one of these. So it's someone that bought our DVDs on how to raise the perfect puppy, and she has questions about some of the things. So what type of crate do you recommend, wire crate or plastic mold? I personally really like the plastic mold. Now, some of this depends on budget, and it depends on size of the dog. So if people have like a very, if the budget's pretty tight and they can just get one crate, I would probably get like one of the big wire ones, and then I would partition it off. If the budget allows, I do like the plastic ones. I think dogs feel more comfortable in something that's like, more den-like, much more enclosed. They're more sturdy. There's plenty of dogs that can just break the wire mesh crates, that can't break the plastic crates. Some dogs can break the plastic crates too. But overall, I prefer the plastic mold ones. So when I raise a puppy, they're in a small plastic one for a bit, and then as they get older, they're in a bigger plastic one. So that's what I like. All right, she's asking about which collar. I prefer like a little slip collar with a puppy. So if you're watching the video portion, you'll see. If not, I'll describe it. It's just a little slip collar. So that way, I can give a little bit of a correction. I don't use a ton of correction on puppies, but I like something like a slip collar like that. She asked about the e-collar because she also got our book. I usually will start using the e-collar. Now again, I use it not as like a correction when the dog is young, but I probably start using the e-collar at about 5 months, just as a communication tool, depending on the dog. Can I start housebreaking as soon as she comes home at 8 weeks? Yes. And so in our puppy training DVDs, we outline the house training formula, and I'll give you the 4 steps here in this video. We obviously go into a lot more detail, but we need to supervise the dog, keeping the dog on a leash, and crate training when we can't be there. We need to encourage the dog to go to the bathroom outside, number 2. We need to correct the dog when she goes to the bathroom inside, just a little, leash correction, or grab the dog and go outside. And then that's number 3. And number 4 is we've got to get the dog on a routine. I've only taught this a few thousand times. So we got to get the dog on a routine, food routine, potty routine, stuff like that. So all of that you can do at 8 weeks. And then she says, then do I wait until 12 weeks to start adding other basic concepts? Not necessarily. So like I say, at 8 weeks I always start house training. And then at 8 weeks, I'll start teaching concepts. I don't expect the dog to be good at them. I don't expect the dog to hold a sit for more than half a second. I don't expect the dog to come with big distractions, but I'll start teaching things right away. So the thing to remember is there's 2 stages of training a dog. There's teaching and there's proofing. And so teaching is, you can start that at 8 weeks. Proofing is where we say, okay, now you got to do this great with distractions, with stuff going on, et cetera, et cetera. And that, you got to wait, several months to really start doing some of that. And then she asks, I see you have a puppy program. I'm considering it. What additional benefits do you have that's not on the DVD? Really the benefits is working with us as trainers. Sorry, this is the little bit of advertisement here. But yeah, you get to work with us as trainers. That's the big part. Some people can learn a ton from DVDs. Other people, it's good to have like the hands-on, and so that's kind of the main difference. So, but anyways, starting with a puppy, these are questions I get a lot, especially on like what age can I start teaching. Start right away, with everything you want that dog to know. Start teaching it right away. Don't expect, miracles, and don't expect the dog to be amazing, but there's no reason to not start when the dog's young.